What's up guys, and welcome back to the 6 Hour Gods YouTube channel. Today we are going to be continuing on with our Let's Play series for the Outer Worlds. What we're going to be doing is heading over to the geothermal power plant and rerouting the power. But who is going to get screwed over? The Botanical Gardens or Edgewater? You're just going to have to stay tuned and find out. Hope you enjoy, and please remember to like and subscribe. What's up guys, and we are back and heading to the power plant. I took a quick look at the map, and it looks like we have to backtrack a little bit, and at the fork in the road here we're going to hang a hard right. So what can we expect from the power plant? I'm assuming a lot of enemies, but what type of enemy are we going to encounter? I think it's probably going to be something of the robotic variety, maybe not marauders because we've already seen quite a few of those. So far in the game we really don't know too much about enemy types and what they are weak or strong against. But I don't think we really have to worry about that right now because all we have are regular bullets, and we don't even really have that many of those either. So we're going to have to be very careful about how we take our shots, and we're going to have to aim for the head every single time.
I've always wanted to poke around in here.
So it looks like there's a hole in the fence here. I can hear something.
Got it. Heads down. Right, here we go! Wow, not even a scratch!
Oh boy, that burnt through our bullet supply pretty badly. But we got 300 XP, that's pretty good. And 12 more heavy round bullets, that's exactly what we needed. What we really need right now are other types of long guns that use light ammo and energy ammo. Let's see what we got here. Again, it uses heavy, so not really anything better than what we currently have.
Together! Nice one!
God damn it, if that's the resistance that we're fighting outside, what are we going to experience inside? It's only going to get way worse. We had to use a decent amount of heavy ammo there, and unfortunately I don't think we're going to recoup it. So once we get inside, we're definitely going to have to switch over to the shotgun and hope that we can fight in close quarters. In terms of how we can use our guns, we have the pistol for medium to long range and the shotgun for close quarters. So right now let's equip the pistol, and if we get into close quarter combat then we'll switch over to the shotgun.
The control room should be off to the right. I hope we're doing the right thing. I'm ready. It's not working! We're not getting... That's the last of them!
Another strategy that we can potentially use is using Parvati to try and flank our enemies and then just kite them back and forth. As long as we're not fighting more than one enemy at a time, that should be a valid strategy. Unlock office doors? Sure. Let's go ahead and do that because there's going to be some good stuff behind that door. Tons and tons of light ammo, but nothing heavy. God damn it, so we can't really even loot anything from this. Oh well, let's just keep moving. I'm sure there's a lot more stuff to loot in the entire power plant.
Right. Here we go!
Yeah, I was fully expecting that. There's never anything that easy in games. So it gave us a new objective.
3 switches. That'll be easy enough.
3 switches, god damn. Now what do we have here? Ooh, we need these real bad. I'm not that much of a looter. I know people are probably going to get angry that I don't thoroughly search everything, but I don't really want to bore you guys either. Oh, so we actually need to come in here to unlock the door. So we entered the password that Mr. Thompson sent us, and we got 20 heavy ammo as well, so that was a big win. Parvati, I think I'm going to correct you on that one. I think that I'm good at this because you didn't really even fire a shot there. Anytime you just gotta sneak around, there's usually some good loot. Nothing that way, but there's someone dead. And that's not bad, but we don't need the light ammo anymore. Give me that heavy stuff, come on. Holy crap, that thing tanked like 10 shots from the shotgun. I actually have to look up how armor works in this game. Right now I just don't really understand the math behind it, and for the shotgun I think each little pellet does individual damage, so something with high armor like a mechanical is gonna have a lot of reduction. Board a copy of the Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering. I think it's volume 3. I need something to read down in the pit. Much obliged. C. Higgins. Oh, the jackpot, we just hit it, guys. That is freaking awesome. So now we actually don't have to use a shotgun anymore. We can go straight to the assault rifle. Oh, I was thinking about it, but we don't quite have that much ammo yet. Just for 10 experience? I don't think so. Nothing too good there. I think that we should try and focus on the objective now. Looks like this is the first switch.
Just 2 more. What'll happen to Miss McDevitt's folk if we send power to the Vale?
No, just leave me alone.
What the hell? The guy from the memo is still alive? How's that even possible? There's no food here, and there's a million mechanicals running around.
No, just leave me alone.
So this must be the pit then. Okay. That stuff looks pretty goddamn hot too.
You're not real.
No, I'm goddamn real, bud. You best believe it. That geothermal energy from this plant is gonna make this room extremely hot. I'd probably go crazy if I were this guy as well. What's up, dude?
You're not real. Get away from me, Phantom. Shoot, scram.
Calm down, I'm not trying to hurt you.
You can talk? The Phantoms never talked before. Oh, I knew I shouldn't have eaten that sprat raw. See, Higgins? This is why you must always boil your sprats before ingesting.
You're not imagining me.
Of course. Do excuse me. I experience brief flashes of mania during which I am visited by the phantoms of my imagination. Chester D. Higgins. The D stands for definitely not insane. I use it as a reminder.
Why don't you tell me exactly what you do here?
Oh, Higgins has been many things over the years. Sprat Wrangler, Saltuna Critic, Aetherwave Personality, Chairman of the Board, Galactic Defender, Sisty Pig Tycoon. I've come a long way for someone who started off as a simple engineer right here in this plant.
You were an engineer?
I specialized in automechanicals, drones, sentries, repaired them, maintained, upgraded, did it all from my old workroom just over in the next section.
If you worked on these mechanicals, you must know a way to stop them.
Look, I don't want to fall into any trouble with the mechanicals. If they wise up to our plans, they will come for us. With prodding irons.
I can deal with the mechanicals. I made it this far, didn't I?
You know, you remind me of myself back when I was an intergalactic adventurer. I discovered a flaw. Their hostility levels were hardwired to maximum. There's no changing that, but you could rewrite their targeting protocol so they attack each other instead.
Mechanicals follow the behavior of their logic model. Someone tampered with it.
Yes, that's exactly it. I see you're also versed in the noble art of mechanical engineering. There's a behavior control terminal in the other room. It should have options to change how the mechanicals act, including whom they shoot at. Oh, that reminds me. You'll need my passcode to access the behavior control terminal. Here, let me just write it down for you.
Alright, bud, I think that we'll be on our way. See ya. Do you have any loot for us, though? I guess I'll be taking all your stuff. Do any of these things open, though? That is the question. No, I don't think so. So we have 2 objectives now, and I think that we actually cleared out most of the mechanicals from this area, so the objective of trying to switch up their logic is not really going to benefit us too much. Oops, the ladder's back up this way. Here we go. Shit, another locked door, eh? And we actually have to improve our lockpicking skills because we're missing out on a lot of stuff.
Mind the steam. You're liable to get scalded.
Note to self, don't try and use computers halfway through combat. We can turn off the steam, and very nice. What was that steam actually hiding, though? A dead body with not very good stuff on it, but we'll take it. Oh, and a workbench. Awesome. Modifications. We don't need to read about that, but we can break some of our stuff down, I think. That improved our rounds per minute and magazine size. That's pretty cool. Yeah, might as well get rid of all this stuff and get some more weapon parts. We're never going to use melee weapons.
Want to go. If we send the power to Miss McDevitt, what happens to the Vale?
Unexpected investigate.
Here they come! Down they go!
Adjacent automatic.
I noticed you mentioned your dad a lot, but never your mother.
That's on account of how I never met her.
You mean she's dead?
I don't rightly know. She was in another division of the Spacer's Choice family. She worked in the Vale a few months, sorting the cannery computers. Her contract said any kids she had, expected or not, Belonged to her office from the time of conception. So when I was born, I got sent here.
That's really messed up.
It's sensible. Dad just fixed machines. She did some kind of crazy math, high-level stuff. Better to raise me on his time than hers.
You mentioned something earlier that I wanted to ask you about.
You mean about the mission being too clean?
Isn't it supposed to be clean? It's a church.
I know, but Vicker says the universe is a machine, that it runs by law. Real machines have gunked up oil, scratches, and worn bits. You can tell they've seen handling, been used by folk. The machine Vicker sees is one ain't never been run. It's not for people to live in. It's something on a museum shelf, under glass.
Maybe you see that way because you're a mechanic. Whenever you see a machine, it's in need of fixing.
Fixing the universe is a job for somebody way better than the likes of me.
It was actually an accident that I even started to talk to you. So let's get going and upgrade our skills. 10 more points, and I think that we should probably get up to 60 so we get our adept bonus. So 20% plus damage to weak spots and headshots. That is going to be absolutely amazing. And then we want to get one of our TTD perks. So the recharge rate up 50% is great. Okay, and now we are going to get the third switch right here.
The last. I'm not sure what the right is. Alls I know is the decision's final.
I think I'm going to make the decision that is not going to be the most popular. What I'm going to do is reroute power to Edgewater. There are a lot more people that live there, and I think it's for the greater good.
Once we do this, there's no going back. Hey, mister? Look, I know you want your power regulator and all, but I just gotta ask you. Do you understand what you're about to do?
Absolutely, but I wouldn't mind hearing your opinion.
I don't think you should cut off Edgewater's power. I think it would be cruel. I'm sorry. That just sort of came out all at once. Edgewater's hurting. We've been losing workers year after year, and corporate hardly ever sends replacements. There's barely enough Saltuna to fill our bellies anymore. But the town's got some good people in it. Decent, hard-working folk just living their lives the only way they know how. They don't deserve to be punished.
I absolutely agree with you.
Sorry, I didn't mean to babble on like that. I felt like I had to say something.
I'm glad you did. I like hearing from you.
Really? I mean, wow. Thanks. No one's ever told me those words in that order.
I really hope that we're making the right decision here, but I still think that there's something that's mutually beneficial for both sides. Sorry guys, I was just reading that box real quick, and it looks like our status with a particular faction has changed. In this case, most likely with the deserters, since they no longer have power. So now we have to be the bearer of bad news and head right over. We screwed over the deserters real hard, but at the same time I think that we can come to a good agreement here where everyone benefits. Hopefully they don't shoot at us first. Uh-oh, is that an angry mob or just a gathering? Doesn't look violent, yet.
Oh, that's Thomas. He used to follow me around before he left the cannery.
Oh no, is Adelaide all the way down here sulking?
That's the thing about growing old. Your eyes start to fail. Elsewise, I would have seen you for the snake that you are, chopped you into pieces and roasted you on a spit. This is all you're doing. Cutting off my power, killing off my garden. Without refrigeration, my food will spoil, and my flock will starve. I want to ask you this in private, away from the eyes of my flock, so they do not see me lose my temper. Tell me, why did you do it?
I said it before and I'll say it again. This isn't personal, Adelaide. I just need your goddamn power regulator.
You killed my garden, destroyed my community, sentenced my flock to a lifetime of slavery in Edgewater for a power regulator. Well, shit, I wish it was personal. Go talk to Grace and Thomas. Look them in the eye and tell them their life here is over, and the only thing left to do is go back to Edgewater. This is now your responsibility. And you tell Reed Thompson that I will never return to Edgewater. I would rather die among my flowers than live under his management.
Hey, you know what? I'm willing to deal with Reed for you.
You offering to cross Reed off, huh? This some sort of twisted reparation for what you've done? Or you just looking for a chance to sow some chaos? Kill Reed if you must, or talk him into leaving if you can. He and I are not sharing the same four walls together.
Reed isn't just going to leave his post. I'll need some help convincing him. He loves his job way too much.
Tell Reed that I can make his people healthy again. I can end their plague. Start a new garden right in the cannery. 3 square meals for every man and woman in Edgewater. Tell him how I've made the Vale bloom again. The soil has whispered its secrets to me, and I alone know how to breathe life back into the earth. The secret is human corpses. I've been grinding them up in my fertilizer for years. Marauder, worker, don't matter much to me. The human body is rich with nutrients.
That is absolutely disgusting.
If I were in a better mood, I might be inclined to try and change your mind.